I can't believe Neil just let a couple of followers go and retrieve an item like the amulet. Yes, I also can't believe that that happened. I can't believe that Tyrael has 66 HP. I was so scared and angry when you were close to dying last episode. Yeah, it got a little bit dicey, didn't it, for a moment? I feel like it means stupid in Japanese. Oh, okay. I feel like I was a bit unfairly treated there, but maybe it was fine. I don't know. Maybe it was fine. Are you going to go to the wizard airship? Yeah, he has been hinting about it. Sure, yeah. I'll probably go. I think a good idea might be to try and trade the cloak there. The robes, sorry. Maybe take the robes of scintillating colors up to the wizard airship and see if we can find someone to trade for it, or something like that. Still no mage items, yeah. Well, maybe I can trade the robe for a staff of some sort. I just need to go and find Van to give me Malachi's staff so I can pretend to be Malachi. It would be nice to have that. Like, it would be really useful for what we're about to do with the dragons, because that's something we do need to come up with a plan with for. Like, how are we actually going to finish them off? Or get the Staff of Power from Grimes, yeah. I legit do think the Amulet of Valthara is affecting NPCs around you in a noticeable way. Sambar was very different than she usually acts around Anton. Yeah, but the first time she acted weird, Anton wasn't there. It was just me and Tyrael, so. I'm going to use Fabricate to restructure the warehouse. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. I'm really annoyed that I can't fly. Because now I need to wait till level 10 to get that, and it's realistically never going to happen, but for a bow-wielding wizard, being able to fly is actually so good. Maybe I can, like, research an alternative to fly. Do you think Tyrael, being a fairly well-renowned member of the family, be able to get in contact with our Lord and Savior Grimes? I'm sure he could if he wanted to. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we could get in touch with William and Grimes easily enough. I mean, realistically, I think we would hear about William coming back. It might not actually happen. Levitate would work, but I think I'm maxed out on level 2 spells. You think Anton and Tyrael want to take over the kingdom?
Power is mine.
Yes, I do. I'm maxed out on level 2 spells, so I can't really get Levitate. What I really want is Fly. The 83 on Fly was just Chef's Kiss. No, it wasn't Crumboculus. It sucks. I'd have easily given up one of these 3 for it. Can you D-learn? Nope. Has Emmerich thought of finding the wizard airship, or does he think it'd not be worth it? Yeah, no. I've been thinking about it. Neil's been dropping hints. So, I think we'll try and go. I can teleport up to it. But the first time, I don't think you can teleport up there the first time. So I'd need to fly, which I can do with Polymorph, easy enough. That's what Malachi did. Find out where it is, teleport somewhere near it, fly up to it. Sound like Arc Sambar gonna have to hook you up with fly scrolls. Oh, that's an interesting idea. What if she could make a wand of fly? Oh, that would be nice. Could that be done? I never thought of that, but maybe. What level do you have to be to make wands? Does any mechanic exist for preventing all of us from dying from unlucky teleport? No. I don't know what would happen. I'm not sure if he would end the campaign. I mean, I guess he'd have no choice in a way. Do you need permanency to make a wand is the question. Yeah, you still need to be able to cast enchant. I don't know if she can make wands. Maybe scroll is the best option. What would happen to all of the items? I think they'd just be destroyed. Yeah, I don't know. I bet Arc Somber doesn't have the time to make a staff, but on the wizard airship you could maybe hire someone. Yeah, that's true. It would be incredibly anticlimactic, yeah. It seems like a bad ending for everything, but in a way Neil has to let it happen because it's the way the spell is worded. Can anyone in the airship make wands? They probably can. Someone probably can, yeah. A wand of fly? I don't get the airship. Is it a known thing for every wizard, or is there some lore to it? I think most wizards know about it, yeah. You should learn about it when you were training. I don't know what you mean by lore to it. I mean, it flies around. Neil said the airship has some kind of spell to guide teleport to land on it. Oh, he did he? Oh, well, that's quite good. You must like something about it, or he would have changed the spell, right? Yeah, I think... Because, I made my own version of teleport in Hardcore Heroes to avoid the chance of failure. So he's definitely happy with there being a chance of failure. Would we argue that if you can't see the ship, Oh, sorry, I think it was about the airship. You mean the water ship? Yeah, Riss, I do remember that. The Arc Sombar 180 was interesting. Feels like her reluctance was mostly spite, envy driven, given that she changed her mind once given a tool to grow as a mage. Yes. This is what I said all along, that some amount of concession to her is going to make things so much easier. I'm glad I was right. It was a good idea telling her giving you improved invis would smooth things over with the other brothers. Yes. Well, I don't want to say that I handled that expertly, but I handled it well. What's the chance of dying when TPing? It depends how well you know the area, so if you're trying to teleport to, like, your own house, then the chance is very, very low. If you're trying to teleport to a place you've never seen before, then it's very, very high. And it's somewhere in between. Do you think Choose Future would be a possible cushion for teleport? It's interesting. Maybe, yeah. What would you use the Eyes spell for? Well, it would be like when we had to find Gilroy, right? I could have gone into the town and said to them, like, look around the town for a man in dragon armor that is an Anton, and come back and tell me. And then they'd all, like, fly off in different directions and, like, come back. Or even when we were looking for the, say when we're looking for the green dragon in Gnome, I can say something like, stretch out 400 yards around me in a circle and keep an eye out for anything, and report back if you see anything. You know, so you can have them go out and look for the dragon. Loads of uses for it, really. What if you were like, say you were exploring a dungeon, like a goblin hidey hole or something, and you were looking for like one specific item, rather than have to search every passageway, you could have the eyes like go out and search all the passageways and come back. You can't see through them, they return to you, and then you hold them in your hand and you can like see what they saw. Have you thought of any plans to chase the other two brown dragons? Boule with limited stone skin charges seems out of the question. Yes, well, that's what we're going to talk about today, because I'm not sure. Necromancer is kind of on ice. I'm just kind of got so much D&D going on right now that days like this where we would usually do it, I just don't want to play D&D today. Plus, like, with Tides of Death taking up a Tuesday, which is one of my normal streaming days, I don't really have that much time to do, like, recaps and stuff of Tombs of Scoria and that, so like on a day like today, I want to do Tombs of Scoria recap, you know? The RP in the last TOS was absolutely top tier. That scene with you and Steven in the bar was fantastic. Yeah, I'm glad you liked that. I enjoyed that scene too. I feel like Imric has progressed a lot as a character in the last sort of 5 to 10 sessions. I think, I'll tell you in my mind what happened. The moment in Solemn with the carriage driver, where the two of them insisted on killing this guy, and then insisted that it was my fault that they killed him. I think it kind of broke a bit of a spell that Imric had, where he looked up to the two of them as being right most of the time. Now he's kind of seen through them a little bit and sort of sees them for the flawed people that they are. Imric's got a lot more confidence in his own decision making. There's a good argument to be made for Tyrell getting 36 HP. Multiclass characters take the better saving throws and Thaco from their classes, so it would make sense for a multiclass fighter to get the constitution bonuses. Maybe. I did see a post on that in the subreddit. No, in the Discord. Someone atted me last night. Maybe he should get the extra 10 HP. But honestly, like, he's got enough HP. Like Steven's character is insanely overpowered right now. You really are a great roleplay, Nick, and Imric's awesome. Show up your chum brothers. Thanks, Slothman. You are my biggest fan, I think. Thanks, buddy. You've been there since the start. And I don't mean the start of my stream, I mean the start of Hardcore Heroes. Are you guys going to take the hammer south to check for white dragons in the mountain down there? Which mountain? You mean down... Where do you mean? Maybe not a whole town, but Perma Invis and Cloudkill has crazy potential. It really does. And Cloudkill does move, I think, at a rate of... I think it's like 10 feet per round.
Yeah, boy.
Cloudkill moves away from the spellcaster at 10 feet per round, yeah. A moderate breeze causes it to alter course, but it does not move back towards the caster. A strong wind breaks it up in 4 rounds, and a greater wind force prevents the use of the spell. Very thick vegetation will disperse the cloud in 2 rounds. What I want to be able to do is cast Cloudkill into the dragon's little burrow. That'll force them to come up. But how do I get down to it without being seen? Can you bottle Cloud Kill? Maybe temporarily, but once the spell duration runs out, the spell would disappear, wouldn't it? I think so. Probably not really. Away from D&D for a sec, will you be doing a summer cooking stream? We want to see Nick grill. Do you know what? I was doing a barbecue the other day, and I did think about setting up the stream. What I need to do is have a better way of streaming away from my computer, because I've just been using my phone, which isn't perfect. What I would like, I was thinking for a outdoor cooking stream. What would be nice is just one camera that looks at the grill, and another one that just like looks over the garden and can see all the people and stuff. And obviously I wouldn't necessarily be talking to chat during it, but it'd be quite cool. You'd see the cooking, see us hanging out, you know. It might be like 7 or 8 spell, but could you make a spell that let you cast through scrying? Maybe, yeah. I imagine it would do something like what you do is, this is how the spell works is, right, you're scrying on an area, and it's like a summon. It's kind of like Project Self. You like summon a small version of yourself at the location of the scrying, which will then exist for 1 round long enough to cast some other spell that like replicates it from you and like casts it in that place. See something like that maybe working, but be super high level and not one we'd ever be able to use, I don't think. Do I have a smoker? I do have a smoker, African boy. Yes, I have like a grill and a smoker. Yeah, and by grill I mean we call it a barbecue in England, but you guys call it a grill. How mad was everyone when Kobe said that the reveal door spell Nilrim had was level 2 and you had to wait another level? I think it was at that point it was just funny, you know, because we've been trekking around the island for so long to finally get it, only to realize that we can't cast it. Do you think there is any way the brothers could convince you into cloud killing a mass group of people? Unless it was Mistraean soldiers. If it was like orcs or something in the Mistraean army, I could do it. Maybe. But Mistraean, cloud killing civilians, I don't think so. I think for high level stuff like magic item making or getting scrolls or moving enchantments to the golden dragon armor should be done in Solemn, maybe working with the other Solemn nations. Should be easier to get magic items there. What are the Solemn nations? They're all captured by Veracity. I don't think that's a good idea. Could you do some reduce or bag of holding shenanigans to get them down there as a bullet? Yes, I believe so, Crumbopulus. I think something like that would work. I could reduce Anton, and then put Tyrion and Anton in the bag of holding, wear the bag of holding, turn into a boule, go down there, survive 1 round of attacks, turn back, let them out of the bag, and then we fight. That's pretty much the best plan I've got right now, but it's not great because it does mean taking a round of attacks from both dragons. All dragon lairs are far from all civilization. They're difficult to find because take careful measures to cloak their coming and going. When a young adult dragon leaves its parents in search of its own lair, it spends a few years moving from place to place to find a cave or cavern which suits its personality. One thing remains constant. Any dragon considers its lair and neighboring areas its domain. A creature which violates or threatens the lair is threatening the dragon and will be dealt with harshly. Some good dragons may be more lenient than other subspecies in this matter. All dragons keep their treasure hidden deep within their lair, and some dragons create hazardous conditions within their lair to keep unwary creatures from reaching the treasure. We should have got a fear radius fear from them. But I guess we're immune to it with the sword, right? How long can they go without food? It said that they could basically survive indefinitely on sand. Last time you guys tried in their lair and there was literally nothing there. Yeah, but last time they weren't young adults, I don't think. Last time they were like young, I thought. Because their breath weapon, the breath weapon last time didn't do 10d6 plus 10, I'm sure of it. I'm sure it was 66 plus 6 last time. Which means they've sort of aged 2 age classes. Even if they did get some loot. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be much loot, but maybe a bit of gold. How much AC do you have as the boule from the front? 22. Finding out Polyself actually gets the AC of the creature is a huge buff. The whole of Hardcore Heroes you were using your mage AC. Yeah, I know. But I mean, I was never using it for combat. It's not worth using it for combat, really. I mean, the biggest issue is why were there 4 dragons in the same lair and where's their mum? Yeah, that's a good point. The fact that they're all together implies that they're still with their parents, right? Do you think they ate their dead sibling and increased their age class? Maybe. With the mage AC, definitely not. Could be worth using in some scenarios now with the creature's AC. I know, but like, when's it going to be worth me not casting spells or not using my bow? You have to tank attacks for some reason. Yeah, I suppose in that situation it's pretty good. But honestly, like, with Display Self, Mirror Image, and Stone Skin, I'm basically unkillable from melee attacks. See you later, Capola. Lightning bolt the walls into glass and line them with lead. Oh, that's fucking cool, Fishcon. Cool idea, dude. Do you still want to warn the Brass Dragon to stay away from you while you have those weapons? Maybe I should. I could do it with Project Self. I love that all 4 of the Dragon Slaying weapons got blood. Yeah, that last little monologue Neil was doing with the weapons right at the end was fucking weird. I finished Hardcore Heroes last week. Such a bittersweet ending. On to Fro, but thanks for the campaign. It was such a good journey. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Connor Sharp. It was a great time. At the time, man. I couldn't stop thinking about it during Hardcore Heroes. Like, that last period when we were trying to work out why the villagers were disappearing before Van and Kane got shifted or whatever. Don't want to spoil too much, but before that, man, it was all I could think about. Like, I was just constantly on Neil's Discord, like, chatting with people, trying to work out what the fuck was going on. Have you seen Destiny's thoughts on Torpedo Nick? Alright, well, watch it. I'm sure I expect to be memed here.
I can't tell if being serious. I don't really want to like fight or burn a bridge over D&D. I don't care that much. I thought it was funny, but fuck, now I feel really shit. I don't want to argue over it or anything. The reason why that all fucked up though is because, or at least from what I remember, I think Nick held all of his spells at the end. And it was something that I didn't understand because I think, like, wasn't Nick fighting like 2 or 3 people and I was like, dude, just fireball or just like use your shit, like just burn them, just go or whatever. But for some reason he held like everything. I think that's what I remember happening, but maybe not. But the Misty Step into the room fucked them pretty hard too. But I think he could have just like cast a spell and like killed people and then ran away maybe. But
all right, okay, here's the hot take. Could not have killed them. No way a fireball would have killed Dreyfus. Right? No way. And I should have been able to cast Misty Step as a reaction on the turn that they came around the corner, but Neil skipped over me having that ability to do that. And then he obviously fucked me with the house thing. So there was no spells to be cast. There was no way I was going to like fight all the guards. I did overstay a round, but I should have been able to get the Misty Step off the round that they got around the corner rather than waiting for them to come and confront me. I don't see why we would fall out about it though. I mean, seems a bit far. I should have been fine. Like, I knew that I could just Misty Step out, so like I wasn't worried. But then
yes, the power is mine.
Burn all the bridges, Kappa bonus meme, ye wins.
Like, the only way that I could have died there was teleporting into a room with no exit, and that's exactly what I did. But I really thought that I was just escaping out of their view. Also, and I've said this before, that whole episode, like, we'd done a lot that episode, I think, with escorting the prince. And then we got to the town after doing the rust monster thing. We got to the town. In the town, we had like 4 things to do, and we had like an hour left. And I wanted to do it next session, but there was pressure from Steven to do it that session. So there wasn't really much time to like think about what we were doing, and kind of got rushed into a really dangerous situation, you know? The thing is, I was using my action to burn the warehouse, so I couldn't have... Using any spells to fight the guards would have meant stopping burning the warehouse. Yeah, I think if we'd have done that the next session, I don't think it would have happened, but... Like, because we were rushing, this is why I didn't understand the layout of the houses and what was going on, etc, etc. ToS happened because of Odom ending. Yeah, true. You're right on the rushing without a plan thing. I worry that impatience will cause ToS to end abruptly as well. Yes, well, it's almost happened before Firmstall, like when we went into that tavern that the Mistrayan troops were staying in Eridon. And we just walked in, and I could tell that it was a bad idea. And luckily we were okay, but it was a bad idea and it almost went wrong. That is definitely the biggest danger. Like when you walked into the Barnacles, That was bullshit as well, because I fucking knew that they were gonna be alive, and I attacked them like 3 times and the fucking things didn't move, and then the second I moved near them, they both double crit me. Like, stupid. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I knew they were... I had a very strong feeling that they were going to attack me, and I attacked them like 4 times and they didn't move. Like, at that point, what do? Like, you know? It's not even that it's a gotcha moment, Sungaru. It's the fact that it's not like I fell for it. I fucking knew, and I tried to do what anyone would do in order to test. Well, the 10-foot pole wouldn't have helped there, because I would have poked it 10 times and it wouldn't have moved, and then I would have walked up and it would attack me anyway. Like, apparently these barnacles are smart enough to know the difference between a spear and a person. Why not just keep shooting? Because why waste the entire magic missile wand to kill a inanimate object? How would you even know when it's dead? It should have at least moved or bled or something. Yeah, I did throw a merfolk corpse at it as well. Yeah, bullshit. I see that was... See, that's just one of those things where Neil wanted to get someone with it, and he just made it unfair, in my opinion. It's not a god, though. It's a barnacle. It's a plant. It's not a sentient being. They could probably use the cloak. Yeah, probably. It was wearing the plus int item? Yeah. Maybe we should go back. Did you find out why he screwed you out finding the int item? It wasn't an int. The glasses aren't an int item. Don't know why everyone thinks they are. They were just to read scrolls without failure. No, it's not your fault, Taleth. People have been saying it for a while. It was speculated, but I don't think they are. After you defeat Scoria, do you think the Queen will gift you something extraordinary? I think if we wanted it, she would make Tyrael King of Mystria and make me and Anton like dukes or whatever. Which I think is fine, right? I mean, in terms of like family ambition. Like from Tyrael's point of view, if he wants to elevate his family name, becoming King of Mystria is obviously a huge elevation. And if he does have ambition on the throne, he's in a much better position to press for it as King of Mystria than he is as like just a hero who's powerful. He's got no legitimacy right now. But if he becomes King of Mystria, then he has all legitimacy in the world and he can play the long game on taking the throne. Ruling and rebuilding Mystria after killing Scoria makes more sense than killing the Queen. Agreed. When ToS ends, will you look for a new campaign? I don't know. Look for a new campaign. I mean, with who though? Maybe? I'll think about it, I guess. I don't know. Has there been a campaign based in Matava? No. This is the CK3 ambitious trait versus the content trait. No, it's the dumbfuck trait versus the intelligent trait, because trying a coup, like I've just said, taking a legitimate, powerful title and then making for the coup from there is actually far smarter in Crusader Kings, right? Like, let's say you're the king of Sardinia here. You've got these islands, right? And your ambition is to control the kingdom of Italy. Now, what's the smarter play? Is the smarter play to just invade the kingdom of Italy and probably lose because they've got more men than you? Or do you swear allegiance to the king of Italy and then work to persuade his vassals over a longer period to see things your way until you have a claim on the throne and then press it internally so that half of his vassals fight against him for you? Like, that's the smarter play. Just running in and yollowing, trying to kill the king or win a single war. That's not the smart way of doing it. You could also marry Sarah and be the king of 2 countries. Yes. Is the queen evil? Is the husband situation canon? I don't think the queen is evil. I did that thing where I spoke to a friend last episode, and part of that was to try and work out the scenario surrounding her abdication, but it sounded legit. If Tyrael really wants a coup, he should not rush. Tyrael can scheme all he wants in the second half of his life. Yeah, exactly, and do so from a position of great power and wealth. Anton's maxed out the dumbfuck trait for sure. Well, you said it, not me. Sure, yeah, he is being ambitious, yeah. But my point is, what I'm suggesting isn't content. What I'm suggesting is still ambitious, it's just doing it smarter. Like, if we just kill the queen, that is not going to make us king. Like, how does that make us king? If the love potion theory ended up being true, would you want to remove the queen? Yes, but I would do so in a more subtle way, like in a more intelligent way than just trying to kill her. I would try and convince all the nobility of what had happened and how her position is illegitimate and that Tyrael is actually the heir and he should be the one in charge. Like, if something like that was true and you had evidence of it, Then you can actually go about doing this in a smart way. The queen is going to get you marked after score it. No way. So dumb. The queen is on our side. Do you think the brothers are fucked? No. I think Tyrael can easily end this campaign, King of Mystria. Easily. She'll do that if we ask for it. I see great value in the plot tension of a power struggle. Having PCs needing to choose sides is very, very RP rich, but you do you. They're your PCs, not chats. My guess is no one wanted your mom on the throne and they love potioned her. Yeah, but it didn't sound like that from the story that the friends hold. We're doing conspiracy theories now. Well, people keep going on about, like, why won't you go along with the coup? Like, it's not been said to me in character. It's just annoying me. Why play you up as Dragon Slayers if she wanted you dead? So dumb. Well, there is the argument that she probably thought we would die along the way, but yeah. I don't think anyone is suggesting you murder the queen outright. Really? That feels like that is what a lot of people have been suggesting. I don't know. The idea that she tried to kill you all with this plan seems really dumb. If a queen wants to kill someone hatching some crazy plan, then if it fails to become the most powerful people in the kingdom would be one of the dumbest ways to do it. I think exactly Crumbopulous. I think the queen's on our side. She's our aunt. I think she likes us. She chose us because she thought she could trust us. Marry and Rick into the Marshall family. I think William's daughters are a bit too young. Isn't that what Anton is doing with gaining favor in the church? Yeah, it's a good start, I think. Yeah, stuff like that is actually smart, you know? If we can get the church on board with us, that's a big power base. I think the love potion conspiracy is legit, but even if it's true, how do you prove it? Time pool? Yeah, man. Here's what you do. You use time pool to make sure that it's true, right? You get an accurate image of what happened. And then you go into the streets in every city and you cast Advanced Illusion into the sky above the city at night and play the whole image out for the whole of the population of what happened and how just it shows some image of like how the queen basically orchestrated this thing, and it proves that her rule is illegitimate. And you go through every town doing the same thing, and at the same time you meet all the nobility and you time pool it for them so they know it's true. The nobility knows it's true. The populace have seen it, and then we'll probably go along with it because the nobility is agreeing to it as well. And then you turn the whole country against her, and then you send a letter, right? That's how you do that. It's a really good idea.